Matthew, can you explain to me why everyone paying a load more tax and seeing no benefit to our public services is apparently better, as far as the media is concerned, than daring to go for growth?
Yeah, look, isn't it comfortable to have the adults back in charge as they go forward with a fiscal plan that ultimately risks making us all poorer? Now, in some respects, I think I am sympathetic to the government as a result of the terms of trade shock because of the war with Ukraine and higher energy prices, as well as the result of COVID and money printing. We have a serious economic problem here. We have higher interest rates for government borrowing. That's going to cost tens of billions. And we also have lower than expected growth. That means less revenue and more burdens on services and the likes of welfare payments. At the same time, though, I think this effort to say, well, we can think very short term here, we have a very short term plan to sort out the fiscal situation, it risks lengthening and deepening the upcoming recession rather than being counter-cyclical in fiscal policy, as is traditionally the case. The government will be doing the opposite, which is pulling out government spending right at the wrong time. But also, I think on top of that, what is disappointing here is achieving this through tax increases. It's unlikely these tax increases, putting up corporate taxes, putting up income taxes, that's going to discourage investment, it's going to discourage work, it's going to ultimately risk a longer recession as well as a smaller economy.
Well, yeah, because presumably if people have got less money in their pocket, then they spend less on things. You know, they either don't go out for a meal, they don't have a takeaway, they don't go to the shops, they spend less at Christmas time, for example. And so our economy doesn't grow. But do you feel, as, representative, I suppose, of the IEA, like actually what you were proposing and the government was proposing somewhat of would have been much better, and that maybe if the media hadn't have all blown their tops over it, we could have been in a much brighter situation?
Look, I think that Truss government did make a mistake by not at least signalling some kind of fiscal restraint and spending restraint and responsibility in its fiscal efforts. And I think that caused a lot of subsequent consequences. But I think what's been widely recognised is that Truss was bringing up a real, genuine and serious problem with the UK economy, which is that we've been stagnant for the last decade. We haven't been growing. We need a new model, a new economic path. And that should mean lower taxes. It should mean as well as getting rid of regulations that are holding us back. It should mean allowing people to do fracking or building more homes or allowing a few more kids in a childcare class and all these kind of medley regulations that hold back our economy and make us poorer. The kind of things that I would like to see, although apparently the supply side reforms package has been cancelled by Sunak.